Sorry I'm late.
We didn't ever think you'd leave Ole Miss.
It does take 4 years, Jolene. I got a job today, writing for the Jackson Journal.
Great. You can write my obituary. Charlotte Phelan, dead. Her daughter, still single.
Does this dress look handmade?
I reckon when you finish it won't.
Thank you.
She looked like the winning horse at the Kentucky Derby.
I've drafted the Home Health Sanitation Initiative,
The what?
a bill that requires every white home to have a separate bathroom for the help.
Maybe we should just build you a bathroom outside, Haley.
Minnie? Hey, Abilene.
Hey, Minnie.
These women raise white children. We love them and they love us, but they can't even use the toilets in our houses.
Minnie, are you in there?
You are fired!
You said to write about what disturbs me, particularly if it bothers no one else. I'd like to write something from the point of view of the help.
I want to interview you.
No maid is ever going to tell you the truth. That's a hell of a risk to take in Jackson, Mississippi.
Courage isn't just about being brave. It's about overcoming fear and daring to do what is right for your fellow man.
What changed your mind?
God. And Miss Haley Holbrook.
I'm gonna help with your stories.
We all are. Y'all brought me into this, but I'm gonna finish it.
Have you lost your mind?
No, ma'am. But you about to.
It's quite scandalous. Sounds like Jackson, if you ask me.
You tell Abilene. Do I have plans for her?
You're a godless woman. We gone done it now.
Welcome back to IMO. We have been discussing something that we have all been bombarded with lately in the news, and it has to do with the debt ceiling. And what I would like to kind of get into is, what does that mean for us as individuals? Because, you know, we're hearing all what it means for us as a country, and which is important as well. But when it comes down to our student loans or what our parents or grandparents might be facing as far as Social Security and our family, and what does that mean for us? And I know, Jill, you've done some reading up
Well,
on
I'm a
what
graduate student and at Bay Path. Hi, Bay Path. So right now, how it works for most students is you get your loan, and then you pay it back starting when you graduate. And that's pretty standard for undergraduate and graduate, but in particular with graduate students, because most graduate students are either taking vigorous programs, accelerated programs, and they can't work, or they're trying to work full-time and go back to school to further their career. So now they're expecting that these federal subsidized loans will have to be actually paid back right at, the interest will have to be paid back as you go to school, which is going to prevent a lot of students from going back. And that really worries me. I know that I have a little friend here with me. Bobo the fly. I know that, I couldn't afford to pay back those loans. So that's one small effect. Like debt ceiling, people go, who cares, it doesn't affect me. It does, it affects us. And,
it does affect us.
We were talking off camera earlier about our families. My dad, Dee's mom, they're recipients of Social Security.
My parents as well.
Yeah, and that's what they live on. So that's my fear, is what's going to happen at the real human middle class level, because we're always the one that sort of feel it.
And that's really the information that you don't get. You get this the terrible politicking that was happening between the White House and Congress, and I didn't see very many commentaries about what the real breakdown was going to be, given this agreement, if you will. I was saying before this particular segment that what happened in that negotiation with Congress and the White House was shameful. We were held hostage. Shameful. We were held hostage. The American people were held hostage by politics, by John Boehner and 60 some odd people in the House of Representatives. And this is what it comes down to. It did not have to go that far. We did not have to lose our credit rating. It just didn't have to. They kicked the can down the road so long that it came to the loss of the credit rating, which spun out of control in the stock market, because the stock market is based on a lot of what people say, the fear that the media places in there. So, you know, this fear, the president speaks, there's all this media, all these ideas, and the stock market crashes. And it's this horrible turmoil. And what it comes down to, people losing what their 401ks and their stocks and schooling, and it just affects everything. Social Security, housing, deductions, and taxes.
The gas prices, like I guess the oil prices have been dropping.
Terrific.
So gas prices will be down. Well, that's fantastic. But if I don't have a job and I have
exactly.
I can't even have a car.
Oh, my interest rate just went up on my car. Oh, I couldn't buy the house.
I'm curious, as a college student, someone who's going to be entering the workforce soon, and like, what does this scare you? Because I'm sure it freaks you out a little bit, like as far as getting a job and all that.
My biggest thing is, you know, graduating. Everybody's fear is sort of, you know, are you going to get a job?
Right.
At this point, it's kind of like, you know, as soon as I graduate, I have to start paying off my loans. So if I don't have a job, I'm going to move in with my parents, and, you know.
Yeah, may I recommend the lucrative world of web television show?
What do you need a job for when you do this? Good Lord. Good Lord. This is your launch to stardom.
So speaking of fears and things that irritate us and make us nervous and all that kind of stuff, let's talk about something fun. Get off the serious stuff for a second. Pet peeves.
The debt ceiling.
Tons of them.
My pet peeve is people keep talking about the debt ceiling. Oh, okay.
Pet peeves, what are they? I know we all have them. Mine is rude people.
What are you talking
you must
about?
not like me.
No, I can't. I was at the airport yesterday, and and this gentleman, we had our bags. This gentleman walked right in front of us and just didn't. He obviously saw us, just didn't hold the door. You know, and I know you don't have to hold it and let us walk through, but just hold it so I can grab it.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
Like rude people, that irks me.
I always yell at people after they leave through the door. Thanks.
Yeah.
I do. I really do. Thank you. Especially men. That rocks. Thank you so much.
What about you?
Me, my pet peeve? Oh, I have so many of them. I mean, I have kind of a stress-free life, but I think one of my pet peeves is poor grammar. Poor grammar.
What you talking about?
What you talk about, Willis? I'd be saying that poor grammar ain't what I like to hear. Poor grammar and gosh, I wasn't really prepared in terms of, I have so many, I couldn't whittle them down.
People who are not prepared. No, my pet peeve is toilet paper. Is it go over or under? There's a proper way to do it.
Under.
You have to agree when you live in a house
way!
with someone, it goes over.
It
But
does.
when you live in a house with someone, you
totally
have to
goes
agree on
over.
that because that could be an issue.
It can't go under. Over.
Yes, it does. It goes over. If I go to a place
I agree.
and it's under, I switch it.
What if you have toilet paper with the design? You don't see the design if it's under.
But if it's over, then it flops down, and in the middle of the night, you're like,
No, it's
No, if it's under, it just keeps rolling. And I looked this up. Ann Landers said it's her most controversial issue in her column's history. And they did a study in 1989, and 68% said over.
68% were wrong.
And then it goes on to do crumple or fold. But we won't get into that.
How do you feel, Noelle? What's your pet
Yeah,
peeve?
what's
I'm
it?
sure.
Crumple or
Mine is
fold.
very specific.
Uh-oh.
When you call someone and they don't answer, but they text you back. Hey, what's up?
Oh, that's a good one.
That's young
You're capable
people's.
of texting me,
true,
but
though.
you can't answer the phone?
That is
I don't
true.
understand. I don't get it.
I have an answer for that. They're in a meeting.
Then they shouldn't be texting.
My friends aren't in a meeting.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right.
They're macking on somebody, and they don't want to be interrupted with your nonsense unless it's urgent. One of my biggest pet peeves is lack of customer service. I think that, like, if you walk up to, and I won't name the store, but it's a convenience-ish store, and you walk up, and the person behind the counter is chewing gum and texting, and they say, you know, you got a customer service card instead of, you know, hi, how are you?
Yeah.
Like, no eye contact. We've just lost it.
Customer service is gone. When I went to Fort Worth about a year ago, the customer service in Texas was so impeccable. So impeccable. I think it's a New England thing.
I'm like you though, like with the, thank you. I walk up to the counter and they're like, you got a la carte? And I'll be like, hi, how are you? And they're like, and they don't know how to make conversation.
I don't talk. That's the other thing. People don't make conversation anymore. People don't know how to have conversations. That's a pet peeve.
When you call like an 800 line, like say you're calling like Discover.
Or your sex lines?
No, those are the 900s.
Oh,
When you call the 800 number and you're waiting, they go, hello, this is Victoria. I'll be your customer service rep today. How can I help you? And I'll go, hi, Victoria, how are you today? And they're
silence.
Yes.
They're not used to that. Yeah, everybody wants to get straight to the point nowadays.
Really? And this fly is my pet peeve.
Yeah, we're gonna get rid of Bobo, and we'll be right back.
Dress for Success is an organization that empowers underprivileged women to get back on their feet and get back on the workforce.
Dress for Success is an unbelievable organization. I have seen women literally transform.
Dress for Success starts with giving a woman a suit, and an amazing chain of events can take place from there.
Boy, I tell you, when I first stepped through those doors, I was shy, I was timid.
I was greeted by a personal shopper.
She did not judge me. She just took me by the hand.
I feel it all, I feel it all.
I am on the board of Dress for Success, and it's the only board that I am on, and it's the only board I've ever asked to be on.
The wings are wide, the wings are wide.
And Dress for Success is not just about the suits. They offer
a support system, the training, the support through meeting with other women who are trying to create professional lives for themselves.
Resume editing, computer skills, job fairs,
and many more things just to give her the confidence to be able to not only get a job, but to keep a job.
Dress for Success dresses you up from the outside first, but then they dress your inside up, which includes Professional Women's Group that provides women ongoing support after they enter the workforce.
It's like a networking group that meets monthly.
There were a lot of women that were going through the same thing I was going through.
And these kind businesswomen are taking their time and hugging and encouraging us.
And you take me the way I am.
You can actually touch and change people's lives in an instant.
Just get involved. Go on the website, get involved. It's so easy. You can give $1, you can give a lot of zeros after that $1.
Your time, your money.
It does so much to change the life of one woman.
Now I'm working for the Cleveland Public Library.
I currently work for a country club.
And now I am a proud business owner, of a development company for property owners. When you go from unemployment to self-sufficiency, it's amazing what it does to you as a person.
It's just renewed my spirit.
I have confidence.
My eyes have been opened and I see so much potential.
I like to think that I am now a human becoming. I'm not just being, I am becoming because of Dress for Success.
Love, love, love.
It's always an incredible moment to meet a Dress for Success client.
Oh, so good to see you.
I feel there's a lot that I can learn from them.
I love this color on you. It really looks great.
I get moved and to tears.
Don't cry, you're gonna make me cry.
It's easy to see the end result, and we are it. I am it. Thank you.
Well, I know most definitely there's